Thank you very much, Peter, for your excellent chairing on this session and discussion. It's really very, very useful. And I think that we can continue the discussion through the Zoom meeting, next Zoom meeting maybe, not just wait to the next summer if necessary. And so now let's go to the closing ceremony. I guess and all of us are quite tired after 3 days, very extensive lecture and discussion. But I'm quite relieved and happy, at least that ICCF-23 does not weaken the ICCF. We think we have made a little bit contribution to the development of ICCF. Sorry, I just cannot have screen down. Sorry about this. Let me stop sharing and try again. Okay, so that and in this closing ceremony, and on behalf of LIOC, I'm going to give you a very brief report. Then I will invite Dr. Carl Page to introduce the next meeting, ICCF-24. So here again is the fact of ICCF-23. And I think the top really cover a wide range of the field, and the people learn a lot from each other. And I myself have learned a lot indeed from all the presentation and discussion. So I really appreciate. Then we are quite happy to see that even during the meeting, there was some new registration, so that the number of participants increased to 435. And that is good for this community. And we have taken a group photo like this way, as you can see, and you probably can find either your photo or your name on this, because we took two group photos, one in the evening, one in the morning of China time, because just fit the people. And those group photos will be posted on the website soon. And so that this meeting, I should say, is quite successful. So we sincerely thank all speakers, session chair, poster presentation, and all participants, no matter you join very actively or just listen and learn something. I think we all appreciate your participation, and we deeply appreciate, despite the kind of disagreement during the discussion, the atmosphere of this meeting is indeed friendly and open. That is truly what we want to see, because it's crucial, essentially important for the healthy and smooth development of this field. Because nowadays, if we get a full agreement, then we possibly cannot move on. And I would like to thank again to the organizers and the sponsors of ICCF-23. Without their strong support, we are incapable to carry out this meeting. And more importantly, we sincerely thank the International Advisory Committee for many helpful advice in the past year, because I have contacted with the IAC members many times to get their suggestion and to get their approval. And here, as you can see, is a real face-to-face group photo, but only from the speakers from China and the local organizing committee. We took this afternoon. So, and I have no time to introduce all this, but I should say the people on the second row behind, and also Chong and Huang, they are playing the key role, and they are young. We don't have any professional technician to do so. So that I think we have tried our best to make this virtual meeting successful. I think we also accumulate some lessons, some effort for organizing the virtual meeting, because this is the first time for our team to host an international conference on virtual. So that from this point of view, we must thank you all very much for your patience, for your understanding and cooperation. If you have any complaint, please go to me. But if you have some good words to this meeting, please go to our LOC young members. And I do hope that next time you can meet us face-to-face in Xiamen University in the near future, and because it's you will enjoy your visit, I'm sure, scientifically and culturally. So last night, IAC meeting has made two important decisions. The first one is that the IAC fully approved the proposal of ICCF-24 to be held in Silicon Valley, California, US in the summer of 2022. And IAC, based on the participation and registration, geography, contribution, and we also observe some very active people during the conference. So IAC decided to expand its membership and welcome younger active researchers to join in. But we need to have some email communication in order to identify the people. But please suggest send to me or Dr. Page about your suggestion for the consideration, because we need to have more people, we need to have a young blood, and we need to sustainable development for this field. So,
and we unmute everybody and give you a hand, Dr. Tian. Do that.
Well,
yes, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And now we move to the item 2, ICCF-24. May I invite Dr. Carl Page to present. We will display your video, but would you like to say a few before that, or we just play your video? Then you say some.
Dr. Tian, yes, thank you very much. And please go ahead and play the video. I'm sure it'll work much better than me trying to.
Then you can save later.
Excellent.
你们可以放他的那个 video 吗？现在放。没有声音 ，No, I cannot hear.
Ni hao. I'd like to thank Dr. Tian and the organizers of the Xiamen University for the smooth execution of ICCF-23. This serves as an inspiration. For ICCF-24, a little over a year from now, we hope to follow and integrate in-person and online attendance. And we've really enjoyed this meeting and appreciate so much all the people that have contributed. I hope everyone has enjoyed it as much as I have. Now, my passion for cleaning up Earth's pollution and returning it to a stable state leads me to strange places and wonderful people. People who are unlocking atomic energy that can't be stuck in regulatory delays, using today's technology instead of 60-year-old stuff, redesigning everything as if the computer exists, at least the transistor. Now, I try to be intellectually honest, avoiding cognitive biases. It's seductive to be perceived as a well-adjusted member of society who agrees with the best authorities. It's better, though, to observe what instruments, measurements, and statistics say, not what the experts expect. I try to avoid commercial bias. Big organizations have powerful short-term goals and routinely distort reality to accomplish them. Because of my search for solutions to climate change that meet the unreasonable requirements set by planet Earth, I had several of my friends repeatedly request that I meet Robert Gaddis at Brillouin Energy, involved in cold fusion research. I was very reluctant to get involved in a fringe science, but I studied the backstory and tried to sort out the scientists from the political animals. And after about a year of that, I consented to meet Robert Gaddis and his team. And I wasn't immediately convinced that he was right. In those days, his experiment was rough by any standard. But I could see it would be easy to improve. I wasn't sure it would work. And that's the best reason to do an experiment. If you only do things you're sure are going to work, you don't learn anything. Now, it'll take a new industry to scale Lenner up. To create a sustainable business with worldwide impact, we have to make a product that's cheaper than solar and storage 5 years from now. But the materials in Lenner are cheap, and if the processing steps and control technology can be as well, I'm confident we'll get there. I can't wait for the follow-up to ICCF-24 next year to carry on this conversation. I expect we will have made a lot of progress with replication by then. I've been wondering how we can establish goals for what serious science should accept as evidence of replication, so we don't continue experiencing the runaround. Too often I've seen Lenner researchers who work hard and provide proof positive of a nuclear effect get derailed by skeptics who can't study their experiment for a whole year to figure that out. We would benefit from an established review committee that's responsible for doling out a prize or recognition to a team that meets some reasonable set of predefined objectives, but subject to some intelligent interpretation. So the team must describe their fuel, the ash products, the ionizing radiation profile, the output power versus input power, and explain how the calorimetry works and whether they can do a black box test effectively, and whether the whole system's going to cost less than fossil fuel someday, assuming manufacturing exists. I think we can find donors who want to sponsor excellent laboratory work to help verify this stuff and black box testings? Can we build a network of learner-savvy testing labs? It's tiresome to have to explain the whole field of Leonard to engage a laboratory to get some modest samples tested. For example, an ICP-MS lab should be comfortable with the idea that they may see an unnatural isotope distribution in a sample, yet they don't have to worry that it might be really radioactive. The first time they come across a Leonard sample, they can have a hard time believing their eyes and go back to recalibrate their instruments forever. Perhaps we can create a pipeline to connect Leonard researchers to ESG investors as well, who are looking for environmental, social, and governance goals by investing in good examples. This area has grown recently because of increasing visibility and because so much money has been withdrawn from the fossil fuel business, and it's got to go somewhere. The most important thing we can do together is work together to form a community of interest. That's what ICCF is all about. Human beings are social animals, and none of us makes it here alone. To do our best work, we need friends, reviewers, competitors, fans, informed skeptics. We need mentors and understudies. We need suppliers, competitors, customers. We need moderators and curators. We need a place in cyberspace and in the physical world to find all that. It's our wish and intention that ICCF be the heart of the Leonard community. Leonard has the potential to change things for the better, stabilizing society by making reliable energy clean and abundant, removing the excuses for not cleaning up our pollution and poverty. Thanks for sharing this incredible experience in ICCF-23. We expect to carry the momentum forward next year. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, Carl, would you like to? More words or words? It's a great speech. But we need more detailed information. Because some people are thinking to book the hotel. So please, Carl.
Thank you. Yes. Well, I should clarify, I do not have a PhD, but my father did. So lots of times his name was Carl Page also, and people look me up and assume that I have the same PhD my father did, which would be a neat trick. I do have a master's degree in computer science and engineering, and we are looking for a really nice venue now in Silicon Valley, but we haven't selected a building yet. We will let you know when that happens, and the date should be slightly, around a year from now, slightly more perhaps, in the summer season. And so we're looking near Stanford and San Jose, California, maybe San Francisco. And I'm really looking forward to good input and insight. And we'll try to copy everything that went so well at ICCF-23.
Thank you. And sorry, my echo is very strong. And okay, now it's fine. So I'm very pleased to hand over the chairship to Carl, and I strongly believe that under his leadership, our ICCF will continue to make a great success in the near future. And let me just show you the last slides. I actually let me see. So this is the last slide that I would like to show you, and that is the welcome to all of you to Silicon Valley. next year. So unfortunately, we have to say goodbye now to everyone. And thank you so much for all aspects, for your support and for your active participation and for your great contribution on behalf of LOC and on behalf of ISC. Of course, although I officially hand over the chair to Carl, but I will be still active regarding this ICCF-23 for the smooth transition from ICCF-20 to ICCF-24. So, and all this material and of this and today's discussion and closing ceremony will be uploaded post on our website. So, and it might just have about 3 or 5 days in our website. Then we'll approach to all speakers and post contributors for their permission to have this file in for a long as a long file for the ICCF, which I think is quite useful and maybe it's kind of a treasure in the future. So we will approach to everyone to ask your permission. Of course, all this file, your lecture will be ensure that the copyright is belong to speaker. Okay, so that is the intellectual properties we need. Okay, so thank you all and bye-bye and have a good evening, good day, and good future.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much for your leadership.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you all.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Thank you all.